Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. I'm Hasham. This is the last and final video on the problems on capital budgeting. Last 15th problem I'm going to explain. So in this problem, PBP, NPV as well as IRR I'm going to explain. So already I told you there are 5 techniques of evaluating the capital budgeting proposals, that is investment decisions. These are strategic decisions which are taken by the top management before making investment in capital project. So it is necessary to evaluate what are the future consequences of making this investment. So all these things I have explained in the theory video. So if you have not watched, go to the playlist of my channel. Select the subject Financial Management for BBA. Select the video of capital budgeting theory. Watch the complete video. Be perfect about the meaning of capital budgeting, characteristics of capital budgeting, and what are the techniques of evaluating or taking capital budgeting decisions. So after completing 14 problems, I think that students are perfect in calculating the PBP, ARR, NPV, PI and IR. This is last and final video. So before starting the 15th problem, I expect my viewers to have a printout of the problems which I have given in the link under my description. Take the screenshot of the 15th problem, then I'll explain every point. Come, see the 15th one. ABC Limited is considering 2 projects. Only one of the projects can be accepted. The data in respect of these 2 are given below. So 2 projects, we name it as A and B. Then outflows are given. First A project 10,000 and B project 50,000. And the 5-year net cash inflows are given. Calculate PBP, NPV and IRR. Also suggest which project should be selected by the firm. So first of all, we are required to calculate the PBP. So here you can see project A, cash inflows, year cash inflows, cumulative cash inflows. Because the cash inflows are not constant, so we are calculating cumulative. So 5,000, 5 plus 5, 10, 10 plus 3, 13, 13 plus 2, 15, 15 plus 1500, $60. What are the PV initial investment, PV of cash outflow, 10,000. Now search in cumulative cash flow column, 10,000, exactly 10,000 where we are having. So here 10,000 against which year? Second year. That means at the end of 2 years, we can be able to get back our initial investment of 10,000 rupees. So PBP is 2 years. Secondly, project B. The year cash inflows are given, cumulative cash inflows. Now find out in where the PV of cash outflow, initial investment is 50,000. Now look at 50,000 against which year? So 50,000 is there against year number 3. That means at the end of 3rd year, we are recovering 50,000, total 50,000. So PBP is 3 years. So A project PBP 2 years and B project PBP 3 years. Now calculating the NPV. First we calculate project A. So year cash inflows, PV factors at 10%. Because in the problem it is given calculate NPV at 10%. So discounting rate is 10%. So if you refer the PV table, the present value tables already I have given in the description. Take a printout of that PV tables. And for 10% first year 0.909, second year 0.826, 751, 683, 621. You can find it in the PV table. Now multiply cash inflows with PV factors, will get PV of cash inflow 4545, 4130, 2253, like the 13,226 is the total present value of cash inflow minus PV of cash outflow 10,000. So 13,226 minus 10,000, you get 3,226, a positive NPV. That is the project A. Now project B. Here cash inflows are given, PV factors 10%, multiply the cash inflow with PV of cash inflow. The total is 70,371. So total present value of cash inflows minus PV of cash outflow 50,000. So NPV remaining is 20,371. That is the NPV of project B. Now calculation of IRR. So we have calculated PBP, we have calculated NPV. Now IRR. Project A. So NPV at 10% rate 3,226. Here you can see NPV 3,226. Now to decrease the NPV, that means we need one positive NPV, one negative NPV. Here we are having positive NPV 3,226. That means by investing 10,000 rupees, we are getting a net NPV of 3,226, almost 30%. So in order to decrease the NPV, we have to increase the rate. Earlier we have calculated 10%, now we increase it to 26%. A big jump because there is high positive, 3,226 the excess amount. So 26% calculate the NPV, PV of cash inflow 9,887. At what rate? 26%. So PV of cash inflow 9,887 minus PV of cash outflow 10,000. You are getting negative 113 NPV. That's what we require. One positive NPV, one negative NPV. Now IRR lies between 10% and 26%. At 10% we have positive NPV, at 26% we have negative NPV. So IRR lies between 10% and 26%. The actual IRR can be calculated by this formula. Already in the previous problems also we have applied this formula. RL plus NPV at lower rate divided by difference in NPVs into delta R. Whereas RL stands for lower rate. Two rates we have, 10% and 26%. So 10% is the lower rate. And NPV at lower rate. At 10% NPV is 20,000, how much? 3,226. This is the NPV of a B project. A project 3,226. That is the NPV at lower rate. Difference in NPV. Positive NPV is 3,226 and negative NPV is minus 113. Right? So 3,226 minus, then minus 113. Minus into minus will become plus. So here, and delta R means difference between the two rates. 26% and 10%. The difference is 16. Now, 3,226 divided by 3,339 into 16. What you will get? 15.46. So 10 plus 15, 25.46. That is the IRR for project A. Now project B. NPV at 10% is 20,371. Here we have calculated. This is positive one. Now in order to decrease this NPV, we have to increase the rate. Let us try at 25%. In order to decrease the NPV, we have to increase the rate. Earlier we have used 10%, now we are using 25%. So 25%. The PV of cash inflow at 25% is 47,538. Right? The PV of cash inflow 47,538 minus PV of cash outflow 50,000. You are getting negative 2,462. So one positive NPV and here one negative NPV. The 10% NPV is 20,371. Here we got. And 25% we got minus 2,462. IRR lies between 10% and 25%. So actual IRR can be calculated by the same formula, IRR RL plus NPV L divided by difference in NPV into delta R. So higher NPV at lower rate is 20,371. Difference 20,371 minus 2,462. So minus into minus will become plus, right? Then into 15. Difference 25 minus 10 is 15. So ultimately IRR comes to 23.38. So we have calculated the PBP, we have calculated the NPV, and also we have calculated the IRR. Now we have to give the suggestion which project should be acceptable. Here. PBP we got 2 years for A project, 3 years for B project. So from PBP criteria, project A is preferable. B project, NPV 3,226 in A project, 20,371 in B project. Huge jump is there. So from NPV criteria, B project is better. Then ultimately IRR 25.46% for A and 23.38% for B, which is more A project. So according to ARR, A project is better. Then what is the ultimate conclusion? If there is no restriction on cash, if there is no cash shortage, we suggest to go for project B, because project B we are getting positive NPV of 20,371, whereas A project we are getting only 3,000. But if there is a cash shortage problem, then it is preferable to go for project A, since its payback period is only 2 years and also it gives a return of 25.46%. This is the ultimate conclusion. I am not writing here, but I am explaining. So all these points you have to write in examination, what I have explained. So I always suggest my students to keep running notes. While watching the video, you should note down what are the points I am explaining. Those points you have to write in examination. That's all. So according to my best of ability, I have explained the meaning of the term capital budgeting, then techniques, then 15 problems I have solved on all the 5 techniques. So if you are watching all the videos, definitely you are in a position to write examination with full confidence. My best wishes to you for your preparation and for your exams. In comment, give your views regarding from where you are watching, because my channel is being watched in almost more than 20 countries across the globe. So I want to know from which country you are watching and what are your views regarding these videos. So if you are satisfied, give a like to this video, share my channel, subscribe if you have not yet subscribed. Inshallah, we will take the next topic of this financial management in the next video.